Welcome back to the greatest show. We are not dead. I'm DJ Allen.
I'm Tricia.
And I'm Metal Jesus.
That's opposite for those two, but you get the idea. I invited the whole string of everybody. Tomorrow, if you're watching this live, is the Super Bowl. I have not put up a chat, so we're not going to worry about that. How you doing, Metal?
Good, you?
I'm glad Christmas is over, finally.
Yeah.
Because when you work for the post office, Christmas starts in October and ends in February.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why end of February?
Because you've still got that grace period where people got their presents and then they're like, this fits, but I don't really want to send it back right away. And then they send it back. And then they got all the returns coming back, you know, the new sizes and stuff like that. It's the way to think about it. So there's really it definitely starts sloping down as soon as Christmas actual is over. But this last week is really the first 7 days that I have worked since Christmas where I didn't feel like I was dying under the weight of unbelievable amounts of parcels.
Ouch.
Yeah. Last week was my birthday vacation because I couldn't get my birthday week off. So I had my birthday and then I had 11 straight days off. That was nice.
Damn.
Speaking of that, I would like to show you a couple of the presents that I got myself.
Nice.
Calling one of them, Daddy got one for me.
Well, I tried to...
I mean, I did get to pick the color.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, no, it doesn't really look like green.
No, but it looks like it's a lightsaber for real. And
Nice.
now I have the connector to put them end to end, so I have the reason I got two is so that I could have a dual-bladed lightsaber. But yeah, the way these show up on camera looks they look like real. I wouldn't have to rotoscope these at all.
Nah.
So I didn't get ones with noise because I was like,
I didn't know they had them with noise.
oh yeah, they're like $40 extra. I didn't really need noise. Now, I don't have specific hilts, but so yes, there's a green and a purple blade, but it's not like this is Mace Windu's blade because it's not got any of the gold accenting, and I just picked two different hilts. But
All right.
I am so happy that looks like I am actually holding a lightsaber. Now, these are from Saber Forge, which apparently they are here in Portland. I didn't know that, so I can actually go get more.
Like they have a brick and mortar store.
Nice. That's awesome.
And so if I want to get, different hilts and whatnot, or if when you come out, we're ready to film my lightsaber choreography contest submission, we can go get extra blades and stuff.
Cool.
Because I have a script written. There is 0 dialogue in it, and that is done by design. I just need the actors, and then once we get who is in it, we can start choreographing our fights, because the whole point of the thing is the fight, although there is a story there. Meow!
And we know that I'm physically out.
Yeah, that's so great. All right, so then...
He got those at the Heroes and Villains Fan Fest.
Yeah.
So I volunteered and made money, and he spent it all and then some. I did get some free autographs, though.
Nice. Like who?
Stephen Amell.
Arrow?
Yeah, Arrow. Do you watch Gifted, or do you know what that is?
Oh, that's...
Like X-Men powers?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, well, there's a girl with green hair called
Polaris.
I got her autograph. And 3 more that I can never remember. Let's see. my bag?
While she's getting that, I did break down and purchase something because it was only $1 when we went to the craft store. And I fully anticipated having Stabby McStabberson on so that he could make fun of me for it.
No.
It's a metallic green one at least. So this thing is, you know, I'm not like just fidgeting with it like randomly. I mean, it sits by the couch for long periods of time without being touched. But when I play with it, I'm really playing with it.
Yeah.
And the little things, these also rotate. So I mean, if there was a way I could, I don't know, stick a pencil or something through. Yeah. Anyway.
All right, you're going to be Vanna, and you're going to hold this bag up here.
Okay.
And I'm going to figure out who the autographs are from. So this is my bag from last year. So a whole bunch of those autographs are from last year already. Okay, so that one right there is Stephen Amell.
All right, cool. I like
yeah, Emma Dumont was the Polaris, and she is down here. And Jeff Daniel Phillips. Apparently, he's been in Westworld. He's on Gifted. He's
You should go faster because my arms are getting
oh,
tired.
right here, Jeff Daniel Phillips. Okay. Josh Segarra. That one right there. He's Adrian Chase on Arrow. We haven't seen that yet. Why do I say that I have 5 autographs? Did I get 4? I must have gotten 4. And then I got a picture with Jeff Daniel Phillips.
Nice.
It says here he is Tenderloin in Westworld under his name there. So.
By the way, Westworld is coming back this year, and I don't know exactly when, but it's going to be soon.
Okay.
Season 2?
What?
Season 2 of Westworld?
Yeah, season 2. Yeah.
Nice. I quite enjoyed it last year.
I really want to see Samurai World. I'm all in.
All right.
So I got that stuff. That was nice. And then I laid around a lot. I mean, we weren't super active while I was off, and my body has been letting me know that was a terrible idea, since it has taken me basically all week for my body to not be in gigantic amounts of pain, because I work like a lot, carry a lot, move around a lot. Yeah, so it's that's good. That
we had lots of plans and we didn't do any of them.
Yeah. And then I had plans to take her to Disneyland for Food Drive Week, and she said no.
For Food Drive Week or our 20th anniversary. That seems a little bit more important to me.
Well, guess I'll just take you to the Cheesecake Factory or something.
Do we have one of those?
I don't know.
I want to go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Okay. Let's check Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory.
I've never been to one. It'll be just as exciting as Disneyland to me.
Happy Valley.
Happy Valley. Oh.
120. Well, basically 12,000 Southeast 82nd Avenue.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
We got a Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
Woo!
Never been that excited over a restaurant before, but
We've never been to one.
really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's none in North Dakota.
I don't know if there are any there at all.
Probably not. Think of everything you can think of that's exciting, and then remove that all, and you have North Dakota.
Or 5% of it is within 150 miles. Like I talked to a couple people yesterday, and their question was, well, but you at least had a McDonald's, right? And I said, well, where we grew up, there would have been a McDonald's 80 miles away. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you grew up without a McDonald's. And I said, we had Dairy Queen.
We got that.
I didn't think we'd have Dairy Queen out here, to be honest. I figured that was more of a Midwest type thing.
One's right next to the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
So
there's no Krispy Kreme donut in North Dakota.
There's no Krispy Kreme?
in North Dakota.
In North Dakota.
Wow.
There was for maybe 2 years, and then it closed up and left too.
Yep. I should stop doing all that clicking because it's going to sound like it's going to sound awful on the audio. There we go, kitty. Good kitty. So then, let's see here. What else exciting has been happening here? I made a pledge to a resolution to create a 22-page single comic book story entirely in the year of 2018. So that means writing it, sketching it, inking it, coloring it, and producing at least one freaking copy of it. And then I'll have created a comic book. And if that is something that I actually want to keep going through with, then maybe 2019 I'm working on a graphic novel instead of just a single.
All right. What's the difference between inking it and coloring it?
Inking it, so the reason I broke it down into that, so sketching is what most artists, most pencilers do. I'm sorry, penciling it. So it's just a pencil drawing. Inking is going over with, in the business, they use Black India ink, going over with black ink to get out the form. So if you have in your comic book a penciler and an inker, let's say you're drawing Spider-Man. I'm your penciler, Tricia's an inker, and you're a different inker. My Spider-Man pencils will look vastly different depending on which one of you two inks it. Because you're going to have your own style, she's going to have her own style, and that's going to complement my style.
My style is going to make them all look like Hello Kitty.
So when I'm reading comic books, the art is very important to me because I can't if you put in front of me an ugly comic book or an art style that I don't like, it completely takes me out of it and I can't even read the words. So in the past, I used to blame, like I would think that they would remove the entire art team and grab somebody new and start all over. Well, it's taken years for me to understand that sometimes the penciler just sticks right on through, and it's the inkers that get changed so that the art looks different, which I guess is different to me. Some people do all of it from start to finish, the entire art, which is all the steps, and then other people just pencil, other people just pencil and paint. Pencil and ink. I mean, it's various stages of it, but because I will be doing this 100% myself, I wanted to make sure I broke everything. Oh, I forgot lettering. Lettering is an art form.
All right.
If you put your footrest up, the cat makes it with you.
It's
I don't
possible.
know if that'll work with your podcast.
I didn't want to lean all the way back here like that, so I've made that resolution. And if you have any artistic skills, that would be helpful.
I have completely none.
Sweet. What's been happening with you?
Last semester of college, just wrapping that up, and nothing interesting. So, this is the most social I've been in a while.
And if anyone's watching, the next time Metal Jesus will be on camera, he should have a shave and a haircut.
Well, I've trimmed this up, but yeah, I'm going to get rid of a lot of this. So
I was talking to her today. I'm like, I should ask Metal if he's going to have a cut because I don't want to be all like shocked when he pops on screen.
Why not?
Well, I suppose that would have been
genuine.
It would have been. Now I can fake it till I make it.
all right.
Yeah, you're going to look vastly different because I've only ever known you to look like this.
Sorry.
I don't need to apologize. It's just going to be a different. It's going to be a different look. That's all.
I think with a lot of guys, especially with the facial hair, is they either always have it or they never have it. There seems to be very little in between. And like when we first got married, you would have to shave for the military, and then you looked like you were 12. And it was
13.
I don't know. It was the weirdest looking you ever.
And now when I shave my beard off, I look like I'm 16. But I'm really 42.
Old, like me.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
guess who gets the big 4-0 this year?
Yeah, that'd be me.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be turning 40, but I feel like I'm 95.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. My back continues to get worse. And I continue to get more depressing diagnoses.
I have fun with this. I haven't gotten to use it as a full-on double-bladed yet.
Oh, so one day the power went out, like just 2 or 3 days after we got those things, the power went out at our house. And it was in the morning, and our bathrooms are in the interior of our condo, so they have zero sunlight, no windows, nothing. And I was gonna go use the bathroom, and I think I was coming out to get a flashlight or something, and DJ's like, just use a lightsaber. So
they're really bright.
I brought the lightsaber in the bathroom, and I just, set it against the wall in the corner, and the bathroom was completely lit up. And there was another day when I was going to go out to the mailbox to get the mail at night, and there's no lights near the mailbox. So I took a lightsaber outside with me. So I'm sure if anyone saw that, they had to laugh at that too.
That's awesome.
They work so good.
Yeah. It was fun stuff.
Oh, hey, Rachel has one.
Yeah, Rachel has one for her Jedi cosplay. It was blue.
What are the colors there are? I know there was red, blue, and green, and purple.
Well, officially there's the red, blue, green, and purple. But unofficially, Saberforge also has yellow and orange and pink. And I mean, you can get basically any color blade you want. There is also a blade. There's a hilt you can buy that allows you to color switch, but that is insanely expensive.
Damn.
And Saberforge doesn't own a licensing for these, so they can't say this is Mace Windu's blade. They can say this is, if they make a blade that looks like Luke Skywalker's blade from Jedi, they can say it's this. They can name it, but they can't say this is the one that he uses in that movie because they're not allowed to associate with that.
All right.
Because there was a guy at the counter when I was buying these. He was putting my little packets together. They come with plugs, so if I want to take the blade out, I can just have a hilt. I got a charger for each of the 2 batteries, and they're basically take the plugs and the blades out with little Allen wrenches.
All right.
Anyway, he's putting my sabers together, and this other guy's like, well, "Is this the one that Luke used in fill in the blank movie?" I don't remember what it was. He's like, "We can't. We're not allowed to say that." I mean, he just flat out, because the guy was bombarding him. He's like, we're not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
The guy was just going bonkers, batshit crazy. And the guy that was asking all the questions literally wanted, when I first looked at him, I had the option, without the sound, I had the option of like 6 to 8 hilts. But when I got back after talking to Trish, I only had the option of like 4 hilts because they had sold out. Well, the guy that was bombarding the seller with questions was trying to buy the floor models. I want it. No, I'll just pay for the floor model. He's like, no.
Really?
That's not how this works.
So how do they sell them? Do they sell them onto the guys at Prop Replicas, or?
Well, first off, they're combat ready. So you and I, if you were here, we could literally have a lightsaber fight at full speed, full strength. The blades are, I mean, I haven't used them at full power, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that way I could whack them around quite a bit without doing any damage. There is a lot of prop replica people. There are a lot of people that want to do fan films. There's a lot of people that just want to own a lightsaber.
Yeah. All right.
But of course, the most popular prop I saw at that Comic-Con was that bat with the barbed wire around it.
The Negan bat from Walking Dead. We haven't gotten to the Negan stuff yet, and honestly, I'm not sure how long it's going to take us to get there. But
he was there. Him and Daryl.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah, those two were there.
All right.
And they were under such lock and key. I was selling merchandise from the official merch booth, so I never even really saw the floor. But apparently their autograph booths were completely curtained off. You couldn't even see them by walking past, and all of their tickets were like pre-sold in advance, and it sounded like a real nightmare for anyone. I'll have to talk to John next time and say, can you show me your pictures? Because that's as close as I'm going to get to seeing them.
John's her buddy that's in every photo line.
Oh, all right. That sounds insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I really wanted to get a photo with Emily Bett Richards, Felicity from Arrow.
Oh, all right.
Her sign at her booth, when I walked by, she was doing photo opportunities. And when I walked by her booth, the sign said, no selfies, no photos, autograph only. And the autograph was like $60 to $80. So, I mean, there was no meet and greets either. So, I mean, some celebrities just let you walk up and they talk to you for a little bit and then you go away.
All right.
None of it.
Wow.
I was so disappointed that I didn't do any of it.
Yeah, she was one of them that I was really looking forward to too. And yeah, when I saw all that, it was pretty disappointing. The basic rule at these heroes and villains shows is that from 4 to 5 o'clock on Sunday, the volunteers are supposed to be able to get their shirts autographed for free. And last time I did the volunteering, I was on the celebrity escort team, which meant they didn't let us go out and do that. So all the autographs on my backpack DJ got for me. This year I was out there and I could get autographs, but 3/4 of the celebrities wouldn't do it. And I don't remember anyone having a problem with doing autographs last year. I mean, unless they left early. But there were a lot of celebrities that were still there and refused to give autographs to the volunteers. Yep.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of, I mean, beyond the really big names, there weren't a whole lot of names that I was interested in seeing, I guess. There were a few after I saw their picture with their name next to them. That's when I realized, oh, that's who I would have been more excited about a lot more people. But I'd gotten to the show and I must have wandered around for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I was already ready to go. I was just bored to tears at that point.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Well, a lot of the celebrities were the same people from last year.
There was that.
And now, I mean, 6 months past last year's con, we still haven't watched the shows other than Gifted that these people are on. So people from Walking Dead who we met last year that we still don't know this year were there again.
Wow.
So it's, you know, I mean, it's kind of our own fault, really.
It is, but there's so much other stuff that I would rather watch than Walking Dead. I mean, like, I found out today that Jessica Jones season 2 is coming really soon, and we haven't watched more than 2 or 3 episodes of Punisher. So we still have to catch up with that before the Jessica Jones drops.
Wasn't he there, the Punisher?
I don't remember.
Okay.
If he was one of the ones that was curtained off.
The kid was there too. I forgot about that. Chandler.
Coral.
He was there. He wouldn't talk to volunteers either.
Which is, I mean, I can't even. I don't understand why. I don't understand why you have to be a dick. The whole reason people come to these things is to see you, and people are helping out to make sure you're not being mobbed. Why do you have to be a dick about what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, and then a lot of the volunteers that worked in the celebrity areas got autographs and photos and stuff for free for helping. But if you weren't there, you didn't get them.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So they were pretty. I mean, like I said, I just wasn't out there last year because I was behind the scenes, so I can't compare it.
Ooh, we're about to have Tombstone Pizza.
Nice.
Yeah. So hard to get in Portland.
Really?
It's my favorite pizza, too.
Never actually had it.
Itis. You never had Tombstone Pizza?
Nope.
Oh. I mean, it's not top shelf or anything. It's just, I've always loved it.
Yeah.
So glad he handed me that stuff instead of putting it on the ground.
Yeah. So there's the next con here is supposed to be Wizard World. And I guess Wizard World has been canceling things here and there, and we're wondering if that's even going to happen because of
last year especially.
Because of last year, and we have some inside information about some stuff. I'm not entirely sure Wizard World is going to be a thing next year, like
Really?
as a company. So it's I don't know. I'm not even excited to go to Wizard World. I mean, there's Jason Momoa. If he actually shows up, will be there. I mean, I would like to see him, but he's going to be one of those guys that's got a line out the freaking door, and all his tickets are going to be like $150 a piece, and that's just for him scribbling his first initial down, and then his photo ops are going to be like $200 a piece, and you're not going to get to see him. Except for like 3 seconds when he signs the piece of paper or whatever and throws you out the door. There was another name or two, but when she showed the hot guy,
Ian Somerhalder.
Oh, Ian Somerhalder, I wouldn't mind seeing him. He might be accessible.
Oh, and he won't be. And the Winter Soldier guy.
So the
Bucky.
Wait, Ian Somerhalder won't be accessible?
I heard one of the shows that he was at was a complete disaster because he was so bombarded with girls.
So he's going to be hard to access, and then Sebastian Stan is going to be completely mobbed. So I mean, unless I'm willing to drop $1,000 to see these people, it's going to be this.
Like a fast pass.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't mind going to the show and looking at the individual comic creators and stuff like that. of which I still have to send you your comics.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I want to have these people on, and I keep staring at them. And I want it more than just me to be able to have read them. I haven't read them yet either. I feel terrible, Pete Fitz. But I have read Verticome. Have you ordered Verticome?
No, I keep meaning to, and I keep forgetting.
You order Verticome, because as soon as you read it, we'll have Dan Barry on.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Alright, so I've got the webpage saved, so I'll remember this.
That's a different one.
Okay. Ow.
Why don't you put that down and...
It's not the walking with it isn't the part that hurts. It's the picking it up and putting it down. I can't do
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the fight that's on right now is looking good.
Who's fighting?
The guys' last names are Silva de Andrade and Vera. They're swinging for the fences. They're bantamweights.
All right.
That means they're really light compared to you. I am easily twice the size of these guys.
Let's book fit in this.
Yeah,
All right.
Seems like the lower weight classes tend to be more strikers, and the heavier weight classes tend to be more grapplers.
Well, there's a lot of heavyweights that gas out really quick because they're so large. I can totally feel that. If I'm in the ring with you and we're both in the heavyweight division, you and we're going to be a terrible fight because midway through round 2, we're both going to be like,
Two.
well, yeah, I give us credit for getting through round 1 fairly decent. Then I'd be sitting down being going, just tell him he wins.
They both forfeited after round 2.
It's a double forfeit. Wait, what? Doesn't one of them want to claim victory? No, they're both waving it off. They're like, I don't want it. What's the first no contest for both of them in their inaugural fight? Okay. Kitty. So this is what I'm going to send your book in. In fact, let me go get it. This is what you'll be getting.
Nice. Thank
And
you.
I paged through it a little bit. It's the art. I'm not taken out of the story by the art. Let me say that.
All right.
And I want to say for anyone that might be watching this, saying how can you judge other people's art when yours probably isn't very great? I fully admit mine's not very great. I'm more of a connoisseur and I understand these things, but I mean, I can have an opinion. And like I said,
As long as it's not about anything girl-like. Female. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh no, I'd like to say something about that on this show. She just made a reference. I went to high school with somebody who has been all about the Me Too movement. We all know what the Me Too movement is?
Yeah.
Okay. All about it, and then all of a sudden, Aziz Ansari, who I don't even really like, I don't find him funny. I don't care about him. He gets accused of something, but the person that accused him of it actually published what happened. And basically, everything could have been avoided if she wouldn't have put herself into that situation, and it wasn't assault. I mean, they were having sex, basically, when all of a sudden she didn't want it anymore. I mean, you can't. We're not going to get into that. Anyway,
Yeah,
I was defending Aziz to this person I went to high school with. It ended up with her throwing a bunch of explicatives around, and then she unfriended me. Tonight, another friend from back home posted a New York Times article about how there's going to be basically a male backlash because U.S. male senators don't want to be in the room with a female all by themselves, so they're having aides come in. They won't hire female-based firms anymore. You know, this whole intermingling thing it's totally going to blow up in their faces. So I posted that and I said, this is what happens when your cause is more important than accuracy. And she blew up at me again, but she blocked me on Facebook. So if by some chance she ever happens to find this, and then secondly, I went and blocked her on Google+, I blocked her on Instagram, I blocked her on Twitter. You got one, I got three.
Yeah. Tell us how you really feel.
And I don't think that you were defending him
to
her in your article. I think you posted it, right? You posted it?
I posted it.
And you said just something about, you know, this not quite seeming right because you actually read the article, which a lot of times people don't when they post opinions on Facebook with an article related to it. But you did that. You formed an opinion, and she did not agree with your opinion or anyone else that was part of the conversation.
Because God forbid I just didn't see that a woman accused somebody of something and just took her as the completely correct one.
And then it was found out later that that person had like falsely accused.
She's falsely accused other people in the past.
Like
and
she has a track record of doing this character assassination type stuff.
So then, yeah, like I said, I posted that. I sent the link to the article, and I said, this is what happens when your cause is more important than accuracy, and she just blew up. And of course, she blocked me before I had a chance to retaliate or respond. I'm so incensed that someone is so blinded by a movement that they can't even see the forest for the trees anymore. It's all about hate, hate, hate.
Yeah. Welcome to American politics.
It's not even political.
I know, but it's the society that we've developed over the last, 20 years.
Well, when men and women are only cohabitating if they're wearing rings and they refuse to work together, they have to be in separate buildings and they have to separate bathrooms, forget it. The bathrooms can't even be in the same buildings anymore. They have to work on separate floors. No one's meeting anyone out at clubs and stuff because the men don't want to go anywhere near the women because, oh my God, I'm going to be accused of rape all of a sudden. We're going to be in, I don't know, we might as well have 1984 at this point. It'd be friendlier.
Oh, kitty.
And rant.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
I'm going to call it, so.
All right. We were only going to stay on until you were tired enough to go to bed. You've been up really long. I want to thank you for joining me, Metal, and her.
Thank you, Tricia.
I don't know about a show next week. I'm going to play it by ear because today kind of worked out great because they were like, you got to be out by this time. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll play it by ear, but I will let you know well in advance because I'd like to get the others on as well. So I will send this as soon as I can.
All right.
Good night.
Good night. Au revoir.
And to the fans, thanks for joining us.